But it is beautiful weather outside, right? We are finally welcoming in spring. Of course, it does come with some showers.
Yeah.
But it means many parents can finally let the kids outside for some fun. And you may even have a few spring trips planned. So Family Entourage came up with some great recommendations to kickstart all the spring learning and fun. Check it out. From spring break to Easter, it's the seasons of new beginnings and joy. We love that the weather is getting warmer here in North Carolina. It stays lighter longer, and so the creativity can flow longer. Family Entourage is here to share some ways you can celebrate springtime, getting your family outdoors and keeping them entertained and educated. We're so excited to have Kelly and Mei Ling back with us. Thank you, ladies.
Thanks for having us. It's a fun time of year.
It is a fun time of year, and you guys always have some fun things for the kids every time of year. So let's start with some hands-on learning, some true toys that teach.
Yes. Okay. So I don't know about your kids, Joanna, but mine are obsessed with Magma Tiles. Ever since they were little, they've loved building and constructing, and you get that kind of engineering side of your brain together. Well, when we stumbled upon Create On, this is such a fantastic line because it's combined with Magma Tiles, except for now it has different characters built into it and different options for you to have even more hands-on learning. So this is so cool. They have these little sets that are paint on. So what we did is we took them and my kids got to literally paint onto the Magma Tiles. And then my little one, this Crayola creativity bus is so great because not only does it have the fun characters, but on the back side of them, it has numbers, and she can trace the numbers with wipeable pens. So that way she can, work on what they look like. And then there's addition and subtraction, or with Create On, you can do their doodle tiles. And the doodle tiles are so fun because I can make it say My Carolina. I can do fun things with it. I can write with my kids. I can build stories. Really, the sky is the limit when you do the wipe on, wipe off doodle tiles. So I love it because they're compatible with Magma Tiles. We can still continue building, but we get that personal touch, and then we can infuse some math and some art with it too.
Well, the sun is staying up longer. We're getting a couple extra hours in the day. So we want to take full advantage of that outdoor time with our kids. So what kind of outdoor adventures or excitement can we get into?
Absolutely, Joanna. Whether you are going for a hike as a family or the kids are out at recess, or it's also that time of year where we're in full Little League baseball season, right? So the kids and our families are outdoors more. And one of the things that we, realized a couple of years ago when we were putting stuff together was that 1 in 5 Americans will develop skin cancer in their lifetime. So as fun as it is to be outside, it's also really important to stay safe. And one of the things that we love to keep our family safe is Coolie Bar. So they have this great sun protective clothing wear that's comfortable and lightweight. My kids wear these when they play soccer or baseball, and I just throw them in the wash afterwards. That way they're not putting on the sunscreen and getting sweaty and stinging themselves with it. Coolie Bar has the UPF built in, so it has a UPF 50 of it, and it's going to block 98% of the UVA and UVB rays, which is amazing. So again, they have stylish wear for kids, hats as well, and Kelly and I are even wearing it as well. So we can go run around and do some activities. There's been a 300% increase in skin cancer in the past 40 years. So as much as we want to encourage everybody to be outside and be, whether it's recess or sports or whatever it might be, we want to make sure that we're protecting our kids in clothing. So we love the Coolie Bar clothing. I remember when my littles were it was a fight to put on that sunscreen. And this just makes it easier. We just throw on a shirt, throw on a hat, throw on some shorts or pants, and they're good to go.
Yeah, every mom knows the struggle of trying to reapply lotion on their little ones throughout the day. I feel you there, Mei Ling. I promise I have been there. We all have. Other great options, science lovers out there, they love to learn how things work, how they operate, what goes into them. How can we kind of foster that sense of learning?
Okay, so that's like a consistent question within our household. Well, how does that work? Or why does that do what that's doing? And so I said, okay, let's just make this fun, because honestly, I don't know the answer to a lot of those questions. I don't know how my car engine works, but I can have a fun discovery, mind-blowing toy that we can understand it together. I just love this line, Discovery Mind Blown. It's so fun. Everything you can find at Macys, and they've got such a great way that you can practically apply science. You know, we were hearing so much about the health and keeping our bodies healthy. And what does that look like? You know, here now you can have an actual little model of anatomy, and we can learn about the different parts of the body. We can make science practical. Again, with the engine, combustible engine, we can see the gadgets together. They're, you know, as we're watching it, I can also see my kids understanding it better, which makes it more fun. Because then when we get in the car to run an errand, it's more fun than running an errand. It's learning. It's putting to practice what they've just seen. I really love that. And they have so many great sets. You can go through them all. And again, we found those all at Macys.
That is so cool. And I get it. Yeah, my kids always ask, how does it work? What's going on inside? And we did just recently have a tornado warning where I was trying to, in my non-weather brain, explain what that meant to my children and the warning and the watch. And what I was like, I should call the weather team at CBS here because I have no idea what I'm talking about. I love that option. Definitely a great thing to understand what's going on. So sports, camps, we're sending kids everywhere. And we really want to make sure that some of that awesome gear we get them is coming back with them, right? Is there a way for us to keep track of all that stuff?
Exactly, right? Whatever team you're playing, whether it's soccer, baseball, there's a lot of gear, and you spend a lot of money as a family doing that. So you want to make sure it all comes back. We love Mabel's labels because it's going to help us get all that gear back. And it's fun because they have these sets that they have baseball sets, they have soccer sets, basketball, whatever it is. And you can customize it, obviously, with your kid's name, but you can even put their number on it. We put it on everything. We put it on their cleats, on the inside. We put on the bats, gloves, helmets, even the water bottles. Another reason that it's helpful to have labels on their stuff is because when you think about a team of 15, 20 kids and everything's lined up, the other day at the game, all the kids' hats, when they went to go bat, were all in a pile. And so thankfully I had our little Mabel's labels hat on the inside. And so our hat came home with us. It's great because it can also be thrown in the wash and they'll stay on too.
Oh, I love that. Wash safe is great. And I definitely get it. Just thinking of team sports and how we all had matching everythings. I don't know how we kept anything straight at all. This was some great ideas, great stuff for spring. Guys, if people want to learn more about what you guys are up to or see more about some of these great products, where can they go?
Absolutely. You can head to familyentourage.com and we'll have live links to everything and even more ideas for you to have a creative spring and stay safe.